first of all, I want to thank you all for taking the time to stay for a few minutes more. So now we can cover particular things, so this is a different setting. In this setting, I want to answer any questions you may have or comments you may have. But first of all, I want you to be aware of the fact that the fiscal budget first round is now up. The Minister for the Health and Phytotherapy made his arguments. He made the case for certain things to be added into the line items portion. So amendments were in fact made. So this is no longer a fiscal budget proposal 301-615-01. It's now 01A. And in this particular setting, the Minister for the Health and Phytotherapy asked for treatment tables, heat warmers for treatment tables, excuse me, for the Bishara operations. Tables meaning beds for our healing operations. He asked for treatment carts, and he asked for full spectrum lighting as well as additional lamps. And so they're now in the line items portion that's being negotiated. The Minister for the Interior at one point did speak to the issue of he may have some things. Last time we convened and we had the discussion, I think it was you and the Art Director for the Imperial Weather Observation Agency, your colleague, Distinguished Noble Ihsan-Al-Latif Bey. He spoke to the issue then, when the Minister did, that he may have some additional things he's going to ask for you and his other 6 sub-department heads to make his department run that more smoothly. He did speak to the issue of this being a possibility, but he didn't make any arguments or presentations, or any arguments, excuse me, regarding any additions to the line items or even departmental budget at this particular juncture. And I'm on the record as saying that he may not do so. He may have said what he said because he is looking to use it as a bargaining or negotiating chip of some type with his colleagues. But what we do know to be certain is the ID machine, the mainline ID machine, is back online and is set for deployment so that you will have the ability to unclog your backlog. I don't have an accurate count. I know of at least 3. Lieutenant Ambassador from Al-Abati, his mate, and a few others I can't think of off the top of my head. Do you have an accurate count on how many IDs you have in backlog? Alright, to get an idea so we can get that out, because I don't know how many, how much you have in terms of material for that system. I know that your ink was just changed for that particular system, but in terms of cards and stuff of that nature, your supplies, do you have an accurate count of what you need in supplies? Why are you whispering?
No.
All right. Well, I forgot to tell you, since the urban pharmacy system is under your responsibility, I didn't ask for anything new, just resupply. I didn't ask for anything major this year for that. If you want anything more, you might want to talk to the health minister. But I got to tell you this on the front end.
Yes.
The Minister for Health and Phytotherapy, his department has the fewest sub-departments, or at least, no, he has one additional more than Treasury and Budget. So he has the second least amount of sub-departments. So he has the overwhelming lion's share of the fiscal budget in terms of line items, disproportionately. So it didn't exactly go over too well that he is always asking for more stuff, but he always gets his way. So if you have anything you want to ask to be added, you should tell him. Don't tell me, you should tell him. I've already put my proposal in. So if you want me to know, you should ask me sooner, or you should have made mention to him. So I have to say to you now, officially for the record, ask him.
I see.
And he might be able to make the case for it. I don't know. But I can tell you, because we have been doing certain works, certain technologies have changed. And we had to slow down particular things while we spent the last year seeing where things are going to go with the advent of all these changes. To close this out, because you deal in medicine in our venue, our herbs and things, we'll be growing certain things now in-house, and we'll be able to do it at a fairly good clip because we're changing out our systems. We currently use 4x4 trays for the hydroponic systems. The Minister for Land Management has been informed that we are a go on his requisition request. We are in fact going to get the the system we're getting ready to use, or actually to acquire for use in our system, in our hydroponics portion of our food growth and medicine growth operations. It's going to be, it will double our capacity. Instead of it being a 4x4 tray, it will carry basically 80 pots on it as opposed to 40. So we can double our capacity. So just so you know, we will be growing basil in particular areas. We'll be growing oregano in other areas and parsley in areas. So that will allow, especially the qualities of parsley. We will be providing more herbs in-house. So I wanted you to be aware. Is there anything you want to ask me regarding that quickly?
Yeah, as you were telling me earlier on that, now the particular weight on the new models of hydroponics tables, we're going to be using lighter vegetation in terms of weight.
Yes.
So, strawberries, you say?
Strawberries we can do, romaine lettuce, but not 80 pots, maybe 60 we can do. And we'll be able to do small things on those particular tables. Not anything heavy. So that's where things are going on in that regard. I'll give you all full details as we go because the second round of negotiations coming up in about 20 some odd days. So with that, I thank you for staying, and I look forward to getting more work done on your behalf. So with that, we do say peace and love and Islam, and let's go home.